It's all the above, best believe we do it better. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. I want the fame, the fortune, all the above. I want the checks, the moolah, all the above. From Philadelphia to New York, all the above. Man, tell them other stations they don't do it like us. What up?
What's up, guys? It's your girl, Angel Marie from All the Above, and I am joined here today by recording artist Sani. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you, Angie. Thank you for having me. Yeah, let's get to it. I feel good.
Absolutely. Thank you for joining me. How have you been? What's going on in your world? How's your week been?
Yeah, it's been cool. I've been working. I tried to record today, but it didn't go really well. I just let it go. I'm like, listen, maybe not today.
You ready to get into this interview?
Of course.
All right. So what inspired you to pursue a career in music?
I've always been a creative man since I was born, since I was a child. I started out drawing. I used to draw a lot. I used to make sketches. Yeah, like from really young, I would go to school, and in my books I would just be drawing and everything. I remember my parents being so mad because what are all these drawings all the time? And it's like, but it's just always been there. I used to craft. It's just always been there, and I didn't think music at the time. I used to listen to a lot of music, but it wasn't something I wanted to chase until I got much older. When I was finished from school, and I had to do something with my life, and I kept thinking of what to do and what to do. And I tried to channel the things that I like. I first started out at fashion. I used to make clothes. This was back in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
I used to make clothes. I made a couple clothes, made a couple sales. It was promising. I understood like there is a market here because I was selling something, but it required a lot to like make what I wanted to make. And I realized like you couldn't just sell clothes. Like people just wake up looking for your clothes to buy or something. So it's like, and that's where music was channeled. I knew I had to put music in it because music and fashion is like hand in hand.
Yep.
So the thoughts in my head was just brewing. Not even me singing, but it was just brewing and brewing and brewing. And then I met this guy. He's an artist also. His name is Giovanni. And really cool guy, man. And I met him. We had this program. I saw in the same space for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to see him a lot. We used to talk. He's such a cool guy. I didn't even know he was an artist. And then I went back home, went back to my state because we had to travel for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came back home, he came back home. But at this time, we had exchanged contacts. And then one time I saw him post, it's like, my new song, something, something, something. I can't remember the name of the song. I'm sorry, Giovanni. But I'm like, oh, this guy's an artist. So I listened to it. And it was dope. It was a good song. And then I checked and I saw that he had a bunch of songs out, actually. And I'm like, wow, all this while, he didn't even mention, like, hey, I'm an artist, by the way, because I've been with you, like, the past 3 weeks. So it just took me by surprise, and I was pleasantly surprised because it was good, and I liked it, and I just reached out, wished him well, and all of that. Fast forward, he posted, like, a video of him singing to these beats, Chris Brown and Drake, No Guidance.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like a freestyle to the same beat, and I didn't think anything of it. It was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, double tap and keep scrolling and whatnot. And like the next day, he posted another one, but of a girl singing to the same beats. So I was like, oh, this is like some challenge or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I texted him. I'm like, listen, man, I want to do mine. Out of the blue, man. Never ever done this before. But I'd listened to so much music. And he was like, all right, man, do your thing. Like, okay. And I sat down and I wrote to the beats. And I just like rapped it on my phone. But when I played it out loud, yo, listen, that's it. I heard it. I knew like it was
Like
there.
that's history.
And I just knew like, hey, you have it. And I just kept on writing from there up to now, up to where I am right now.
Wow. So it's like shout out
That's
to the
really
challenge.
yeah, man. Shout out to Giovanni. It's crazy because when I tell him this, I talk to him too now, and I tell him all the time, bro, you were the one, and he doesn't get it because he was just doing his normal thing. He didn't even think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the reason. That was what kickstarted it.
Hey, that's nice though. You
Yeah,
give credit where credit's due.
yeah, for sure.
When it comes to your music specifically, what kind of message do you like to relate through your music? What do you hope your audience gets out of it when they hear Sani songs?
Hmm, that's a good question, man. Damn. Um, it's different things, man. Okay, you know what? I would say it like this. There's one thing which I would want, regardless of the kind of song you hear. It's just I want it to make you feel good. I
Mm-hmm.
want it to make you feel, just lift your spirit and just make you feel, I guess, motivated or just make you move or just whatever. I'm saying this because I have different songs. I have some songs where it's like it's really nothing about nothing. It's just chills. I have some song where it's really passionate. I'm singing about someone like a real life story.
Mm-hmm.
I have a song where I'm just rapping, just talking my shit, and I have and I have everything. So I cannot assure you that the song where I'm being emotional will be the perfect song for you at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But whichever one it is, I just want it to lift your spirit and just make you feel like, it's a nice song and just, make you happy and you go about your day. That's it. I'm good.
I like that. And now you also have a recent single that you released called 9 a.m. in Amsterdam, which is the first release of several different acts that you have coming out. So what was
Oh
the
shit.
creative process behind this direction?
Mm. Listen, man, everything was just falling in place. Sometimes you don't even know what you're doing. You just start and you just start seeing it go different ways. That's what this 9 a.m. song is. It did not even start out to be that.
Mm-hmm.
It was just there's a producer friend of mine I know from Lagos, Nigeria, and he sent me this beat just randomly. I'm like, hey, check if you like this. And I checked and it was dope. And I recorded like something immediately. And I liked it. And I'm like, yo, it was it just reminded me of a time in Amsterdam, 9 a.m. Like there was a time when there was this former building I used to live at with my girl, and it feels like that. I can't explain it. It feels like that. That's why it's called 9 a.m. in Amsterdam. So I recorded just the hook and I just left it. At the time, I didn't know what to write, but I just left it. I knew I'm coming back to you, but just be here. And then, as time passed, I wrote some more things to it and then I recorded it.
Mm-hmm.
And then, and this is crazy because every year I try to have like a goal for the music, like something to do. Last year, I wanted to have a lot of collaborations.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a whole project with like some songs, and every song had like collaborations. Some had like 2 collaborations. I'm like, damn, all these things just fell on my. Basically, it's been working. So this year, I was like, I want to shoot more visuals this year because you
Mm.
got to shoot visuals, man. I have to look pretty and all. So that's what I've just been hoping for. And then this friend of mine he's a video guy. Chooks is also based here in the Netherlands. He just called me up one day, like, "Yo, Sani, when are we gonna shoot stuff, man? Like, I'm free, just like that." And I'm like, "Oh wow, okay, let's link up." I got this song. I sent him the song. He was like, "Whoa, this song is dope." He's already telling me all the things he wants to do. I'm like, "Bruh," and in my head, I'm just thinking like, "Damn, that shit just fell right on my lap."
It's
And
fate.
so you get me, and then we linked up. We shot something. This is my first time making a real serious visual. I
Mm-hmm.
was so nervous because it was out in public and everyone keeps standing and looking. I'm like, yo, just go. Like,
Right, they're
but it
like,
was
what's
dope.
going on over there? What are they
Yeah.
doing?
But it was cool. I liked it. I'm understanding like, yeah, damn, this is really what it's about. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
And so, we shot the video and it was cool. sent it to the guy editing, and then I sent him another song I did, and he liked it and was like, "Yo!" And by the way, that song is the second act. Basically, when we shot, as at the time we shot the two videos, none of the songs were out, but we already had two visuals. That's when I thought, like, yo, what if I just drop them like lead, like one leads into the other one and like that, because I'm a whole artist. This is a whole video guy. We have it's like five of us.
Yep.
Come on, man. You know what happens when creatives are together? It's just crazy. You must, something dope comes out. And that's why I decided, you know what, let me make this like an art thing. And I saw Beyonce was doing something like that too. Yes, and I just and I thought, you know what, I mean, but she's doing it with albums, but I'm like, listen, man, I don't have Beyonce money. I cannot put out a whole fucking 20 song album, but I can do what I can do, but still the same like technique. And you know, so that's what it's gonna be.
Smart.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's good marketing.
That's just what it is.
And you classified 9am in Amsterdam as Traveler in Act 1, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Why is that? Why did you put those pieces together that way?
Because this music started, when I started music was right before I traveled to Amsterdam. It was just right before it kicked off. I released my first song while I was in Amsterdam, but I've been recording since I was in Nigeria. You get me? So you know, when I listen to that 9am song, like I said, it's inspired by this girl, my girl, and I did meet her in Nigeria. You understand me? And when I think about this whole process. And it's a long story. Like we had a whole phase in Amsterdam because it was kind of a tough period, but we pulled through. When I listened to all of that, it just felt like I was just moving through. Like if the song feels like, to me, that song just reminds me of that transition, of that like moment where you were moving. All of this was happening while you were still figuring out in music. It was still, all of this was just happening, and it just felt like I was time traveling, like I was just floating in space. And that's why I called it Traveler, just because, yo, I'm traveling, man. And I kind of still feel like I'm on, in a mission. I feel like I'm on a path, and I'm not even where I'm supposed to be yet. I feel like I'm just...
You're going through the motions.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, with your Act 2, you have that one classified as Loverboy. Does that tie into the situation you just explained to us? How do you expect your audience to kind of interpret this one? How should that be?
Yo, listen, when you hear that song, you know. You know. That song is and to be honest, and I sincerely hope you listen to this song when it comes. I believe that's one of my best songs so far. Like, yeah, for real, man. It's actually my favorite type of music to make. It's actually, how will I put it? It's all these acts are gonna be in a project, and it's a song called. Damn, I don't know. A part of me doesn't want to give it away, but I'm like, who cares?
Oh, we might get an exclusive.
Yeah, something like that. Man, I feel so famous. But whatever. Okay, anyway, it's gonna be in a project called Songs About Her.
Hey.
So it's just a bunch of, every song is gonna be a love song, and it's gonna be so like really heartfelt. It's something I've been trying to do like a lot more, because this is the feedback I get from people that listen to my music. They're like, try to make your lyrics a lot more deeper, a lot more. And I'm like, you sure? Because that's not really how I'm feeling right now, bro. I get it. And the songs that like really, really last forever, the lyrics, people listen, like that's what catches people when you hear what they're saying.
Yep.
And it hits you. So that's what I'm trying to do. And this is the Loverboy song. The name of the song is not Loverboy, by the way. That's just the act. is so deep. Sometimes when they ask me like, yo, like who is it about? In my head, I'm like, who is it about? Like, because it's so deep, is and it's heartfelt, and I feel like you would anyone who likes R&B music would understand. I'm really singing my heart out. I'm gonna give you a hint of what the chorus is like. I'm basically saying, mm, I'm basically singing, and this is kind of, I feel like every song I write is about my girl because it just feels like it.
It's relatable.
Yeah. It's basically me saying that I'm kind of like going through it
Hmm.
and it's rough. And I know that I should be there for you, but I can't.
Hmm.
But trust me, if I could, I would. That's the name of the song. If I could. All the things you want, all the things I would try if I could. When you hear something like that, like that's
Tugging the
so like
heartstrings. And a lot of people
exactly.
can relate to that. It's like you bring an R&B back for the masses. We need
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, something like that.
Now, with you being from Nigeria and you were living in Amsterdam, how would you describe your unique sound? Because that's different styles there and different sounds, if you will. So, how would you describe your unique sound? How do you stand out?
Yeah, when I started making music, that's when I started to realize the kind of music that I listen to. That's when I started to realize, because I listen to music a lot. Like I used to be always checking for albums. Like soon as this album drop, I'm the first to get it. That kind of person. So I was listening to a lot of sounds, and I was just listening. I was just a passive listener. I remember when I was young, when I was like 6, 7, 8. This was still in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
We had these neighbors, they're Ghanaian neighbors. They just moved in, and I have two sisters with my mom, and then we had some people staying with us at the time, my aunties. So it was like 6 girls in the house, and just me, because my dad used to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I was always with my neighbors because it was boys there. Like it was 3 boys. Those were like we were like brothers. I literally lived in their house. When I'm in the house, they playing 50 Cent. This was back in the day, 50 Cent, Ludacris, all that shit.
Oh,
And then I come
goodness.
back home and they're playing Celine Dion and Mariah Carey and my sister. So and I was just forced to listen to both set of music. But now making music, I realize like these things influenced me a lot. So if you go back to the question you asked, what's my sound like basically from living in these two places? It's a blend of like almost everything. I have songs that are as hard as like something 50 Cent would do. And I have a song that Mariah Carey would do and someone like that would do. And I can just seamlessly flow through that. Even the next song, that Loverboy song,
Mm-hmm.
you can still hear the hip hop in there as much as it's soulful and you can still hear it in there. Just have to hear it, man. You know what's crazy?
Caters to every taste, everyone's type of style, and
Everything.
that's good. It's like you're not placing yourself in a box.
Nah, not at all, man. I have and again I'm from Nigeria, so Afrobeat is in my blood. Like it's I feel like I have more Afrobeat song than any other song.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's so easy to do. I feel like Afrobeat to me comes easiest, but it's not even my favorite type to do. You get me? I still want to do my thing.
Yeah.
It's just I feel like I have something. My aim in music is to have something for anyone. No matter the kind of music you listen to, it's a Sani song somewhere that sounds just like that. And as long as you can listen to that, if that's the only song of me you like, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Trust me.
Life has been fulfilled. And
For
now,
sure.
most recently, you had one of your songs placed in a short film called Haven. So what did that moment feel like for you as you reflect back on that moment? What did it mean to you?
Yeah, it was, this is my first time, so it was just um And I have to shout out to Debbie Okai. I think, I don't know if she produced the film or she was part of the producers, but she was in the film also. And I know her personally, and I guess she plugged me with everything because she was the one that reached out to me saying, yo, they need this and they need that. And I'm like, of course, and I did it. You know, it felt good, man. Sometimes if it's just it's you don't really. It's like me, you know, like I'm Sani, I'm an artist, but my real name is Daniel. I have a real life that I'm doing and all of that. Sometimes I meet someone that just knows me as Sani. It still doesn't. It's still like I'm still like not used to the fact that it's
Gotta
actually
take it
you.
in.
You get me? So I'm watching the film, I'm listening to the song, and I'm like, damn. So people is listening to this now. I'm like, damn, that's you, and it feels good. I'm not gonna lie, it feels good,
Did you
and I
get some
hope.
traction out of that after the film came out? Did you notice a new fan base started to come in too?
Um, I wouldn't say I wouldn't know if they came from watching the movie. I really wouldn't know, but you know, every now and then I got to link with some other people from the movie, so I guess that did something for me too, because these people are also active people in the business doing their thing, and you know that was cool. I like that, but you know I'm just grateful, man, and I'm so happy. I tell her every time, like, Deborah, listen, man, just reach out if you need me for whatever. Just reach out. I'm here,
Yes,
and you know, feel good.
that's really dope. That's a huge accomplishment. Not too many people have that.
Yeah, for sure.
And I need you to let us know what is next for Sani. What can our viewers and our listeners expect to see and hear from you in the future?
Yeah. Listen, man. Right now, I'm on a mission. Like and I'm gonna say this again. I said it in another podcast. This is like war, and in war, whatever you're doing, at some point you're gonna have to attack. You're gonna have, like, I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones and movies like that. You watch Game of Thrones? You never watched Game of Thrones?
No, people don't beat me up
Whoa,
out there. I've never.
whoa.
I'm like the 1%.
Yeah, I thought everybody watched Game of Thrones. Okay, but like some, medieval movies, like it's always, they're always fighting themselves, and they have the archers, and they have the people who protect the family, and they have everything. You're gonna have everything, but at some point, you need an army that's gonna go and attack the people, because if you don't do that, you're setting yourself up. You're just basically telling them, "Come attack me."
Yep.
So right now, I feel like I'm at the point where I want to attack. I've been dropping music for quite a while, for like 2 years, have like a good number of catalog, and I want to attack. And this 9 a.m. in Amsterdam, that's like the first strike. I really want to break it in Amsterdam, especially Netherlands, in Amsterdam, because it's the music scene in Amsterdam. It's not even that. I feel like, yo, it's just there for the taking. It's not. I'm like, yo, listen, I want to, like, so that's just what it is. So this song is out. I'm reaching out to people, and I guess that's how me and you came into contact too. I'm reaching out. I'm trying to build a large listening base, and then follow it up with this song. But I'm still gonna promote this song heavily in Amsterdam. I'm doing everything I can. I'm doing paid ads. I'm going to the radio. I'm reaching out to the radio. I actually have a radio interview booked sometime next month. I'm like, wow, you're doing all of this shit, like. But the aim is to break into Amsterdam, at least let them know, like, because the major sound in Amsterdam is not even Afrobeat. It's like techno and house music and some things like that. There's
Oh,
still some
wow.
Afrobeat scenes in here. Still some piano. I don't know if you know that, but there's still some of that in there.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, yo, even if it's not. I need to come in there to show them, like, yo, there's this guy, and I just need to put everyone on their
Shake things
toes.
up a little
You
bit.
get me? I just want to shake it up a little bit. That's what I'm trying to do with this Amsterdam song. And then I keep going.
Mm-hmm.
This year, like I said, everything will be part of a project that will drop songs about her. I want to try and push the song. So I'll try to, when it's ready, I'll try to I don't know, maybe approach a label with it. I know that sounds weird, but it's business. Sometimes you gotta, it's business. I'll try to approach a label, see what I can get from it. But if I'm not getting anything reasonable, I'll put it out myself. It's still mine. It's still part of my shit. It's still gonna be there, and it's still gonna do its job. And that's just what I'm looking at. Let's see. Let's move to the next level this year. That's what I want.
Hey,
And then
out.
see what comes.
There you go. Now, for all of our listeners and our viewers who want to stay up to date with everything that you have going on in your world, listen to your music, all that good stuff, how can they do that? How can they find Sani?
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, I'm pretty easy to find. Sani Noje. Actually, let me just give you a brief explanation. Sani Noje, in my language, I'm from Edo State, Nigeria. Noje means the king. It's pronounced Noge. So it's Sani the king. Sani Noge. That's where you can find me on. That's my name on every social media platform. SaniNogie. Yeah, SaniNogie. Sani Nogie, Sani on Spotify and everywhere. And yeah, that's it. You could just I'm not that hard to find. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna put the name in the comments or whatnot. So just come on, man. If you want to find me, I'm right there. Show some love and yeah, just I don't know, man, be a good person and show others love. It's really not that hard, man. We can all grow if we just try.
Exactly. You guys heard the man, and he was correct, because y'all know I'm going to put all the information right underneath, so you guys have no excuse not to follow, support, stream, all that good stuff, and stay up to date on everything that he has going on in his world. But before you guys go, make sure you also follow us. We are on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter @_all-of-the-above-1. That is how you stay up to date with everything that is going on with our show. And make sure you guys also hit that subscribe button on YouTube, because that is where you will see this amazing interview today with the talented Sani and a host of all of our other interviews. Hey, you guys have no excuse. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And last but not least, you can also visit our website at www.alloftheabove-podcast.com. That is where you will see a host of other things, as well as our Philly Support Philly merchandise. All of our interviews, our articles, everything that you can ever think of is all housed under one umbrella. So there's no excuse. Sani, thank you so much for joining me today.
Yo. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry to cut you off. But I just want to say I want to give you your own props too, because before I came across your profile, I know you. But now I checked and I kind of, you can just gauge somebody's work. And it seems like you're really putting in work. I'm just, when I see people just actively going out and doing things, just make me so good, man. And appreciate it. If you feel like there's anything you feel like Sani can help with, I'm just like one text away and that's it. So yeah.
I appreciate that. See, that's what it's all about. I really do. And same with you. If there's anything that All the Above can help you with all the way over here in Philly, you let us know. Hopefully we'll help introduce you to a whole new audience in the 215 and, going global out here.
Sani, one time.
Hey, and as always, I'm your girl, Angel Marie, and we will see you guys next
Wednesdays at 7, Angel Marie and Kevin playing the illest records, bringing us back together. Philly is all season, storming through any weather, leaving the track bleeding, where we pull it together. We applying my pressure, I am your new professor, teaching in some semester, pay attention to lessons. I like a chili pepper, fresh out of Louisiana.